So yeah, I think I'm in the mood to play think12 and see how it is. And we shall see how it divided up afterwards. I believe we're just going to keep it as one, but we'll see. God, another one of these hellholes. Well, I could always just load up think11, but first of all, I need to go to skill 3 or make sure. Let's actually go to ultraviolence. That will probably say it for me. Map E2 E1M2. Wait, what? What? This is the same bloody intro. This is the same starting room, people. Or it looks rather similar. Yeah. I'm not sure I like this. This person seems to like to design similar looking rooms. Oh god, and I just kind of made it so that way I can't get back. Yoo-hoo. Mash my keyboard. Mash my keyboard, and hopefully something kind of shows up. I'm trying to get something out of this deal. Uh. How does one get a mouse? I kind of have to believe in luck and magic genies. Okay, let's see here. Let's kill GZ Doom. And try and load it up again. And we'll do the whole thing, but I want to make sure it's running. Okay, I'm running. And let me actually do this. Because I cannot win, can I? E1M2, make sure... God, I didn't load it up right. Ah, God, I... Bloody pain in the butt. We can do this eventually. Skill... Oh, not yet. No. I believe in myself. I know I can do this. Skill is 3. Of course, when I go to check it now, it doesn't... Bloody thing. Okay, we gotta get out again. This is gonna be fun, ain't it? Just go in circles as we fight with Task Manager and GZ Doom. There's gotta be a better way than this. I mean, seriously, why does GZ Doom have so many problems with my mouse? Where I can't, like, reach my mouse when I try and hit window mode. And then, of course, I do this. I load it up wrong. Ay. This is fun. I'm not even able to play a WAD right. I just keep loading the same wrong things over and over. Okay, skill is 3. WAD is right. I can see myself. Let's do this godforsaken thing. Because it doesn't even look like it's going to be a promising level based on what we've already seen. I didn't like the first level, and this feels like a repeat of it. Pretty much. Yeah, it feels like the first level, except even more empty. I actually rather play the first level so far. This feels really barren of like anything. God, I hate things right now. Okay, I guess I'll save here. And I have to stop. Hello there, people. Originally I was going to treat this as a whole separate thing and basically do like Doom the Think Wads together. But the problem is that I end up getting interrupted a lot in the middle of it. And I know I could just edit it together afterwards, put it all together and make it as one. But do I really want to and need to? It might be totally unnecessary to do it that way. Because the way it works, yeah. I don't think it'd actually be that necessary or whatnot. I'll probably cut out like the data at the end. But otherwise, other than that, I think I could just kind of go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go again. I'm just gonna load up think12. And yeah, we'll kind of go. Then again, actually, I can't because I want to kind of keep the blind idea of this whatnot and show my beginning thoughts because I did start think12. So I guess I will have to keep that. Okay, so yeah, I'm not exactly sure I'm managing this. I might actually add that to like the beginning of this one or something. I don't know. Um, yeah, I guess if I was doing that, I could do that, but I'm just gonna reload it. But at the same time, it's gonna be, I'm gonna have that part in there just because. Ay ay ay. This has been a mess. Since I'm kind of keep everything in or whatnot, you guys will be able to see the fact of the matter that I've had a lot of random interactions or whatnot. So, yeah. Anyway, let's actually get into this. Actually, kill these guys again and get somewhere. Oh god, slow bit of lag there. Gotta love that. I tell you, Doom sometimes feels so unstable on my computer. If you haven't noticed. If anyone can actually explain some of these issues, that'd be nice. Vortex? Bueller? No, instead I have to blow up everything with a shotgun and call it a day. And massive corridors of pointlessness. Oh god! No. Please don't tell me. Wait, why is it going slow? Why is it going slow? Please tell me it's Christian Monster. Don't tell me it's locking me out. Don't tell me it's locking me out. I think it's supposed to be like rising and lowering and I just have to run down this corridor. That to me sounds like the concept of this level. Yeah, this isn't going to be fun. This is going to be absolutely sheer tedium, actually. Yeah, I kind of was like trying to check out the wall, so... Oh, I just ran the way back. Brilliant! If you haven't noticed, I'm kind of already getting stressed out and frustrated from all the different things that's been going on. Between trying to fight with a Doom engine, it's not even really the level, it's just the mechanics of this GZ Doom and how it works with my OBS and all that makes it very frustrating sometimes. Just to record a simple little stupid thing. Also, where on earth is this secret? No, you're not gonna crush me under this. Button? Let me guess, I have to run all the way back to find that, doorway that I opened. Yeah. I know exactly where to go. It's not gonna be fun. Yeah. This is a nice little gimmick, I guess you could say, but it's just not fun. Running from area to area because, well, there's no real hazards otherwise. There's no enemies attacking me or anything to really keep the tension up. It's just me getting bored running from room area to room area. Oh, no. What are you doing? I think I was supposed to stand on that. Oh, God. I have lost the ability to reach these platforms. They're trapped here. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to reach the end. Or to switch way over there. I hope I can still reach it after all this. Oh no. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to be forced to use... I'm probably gonna have to use pistols, ain't I? You know what I have to do? I'm gonna have to lure some of these guys out here. I'm gonna have to lure cacodemons out into a crusher. Buddy, I'm not having the best of times right now, and really my patience is already wearing thin. And yeah, no. God. This is what we have to deal with. Like interrupting phone calls. And we had everything. And, I could understand it in a decent level, but something like this, it just makes everything worse as it drags. On guard? Yeah, on guard, I guess. Die. Only one way to do this. Run for my life! Come this way, red-eye dudes. It worked brilliantly. Look as the count number just goes up. More of them. Okay then. Every one of these guys is one less I have to shoot and more ammo I could save because I don't think they balanced ammo too well here. So instead what I have to do is use the crush to my advantage. I mean, I guess that is a valid way. But yeah, no, this is kind of just boring. Even with the crusher, even with everything, the use of the default textures again and again really doesn't help. The fact of the matter that we already just played a boring level that looks pretty similar to this level to begin with isn't fun. Yeah. Right now it was probably not the best time to do this. Just because of the amount of bad luck I'm having with stuff. Run back. Because every one of these, look at that number go up slowly. Now for the stupid question of... Yeehaw! They're like being a pain when it comes to getting out. Okay. But this crusher is working on just taking out everything and saving my ammo so that way I can kill the final few enemies. Now for a stupid question of how exactly am I supposed to get back? That's a good, very valid question, actually. I think the trap is supposed to activate after or something, I don't know. And there's a lot of slime out here, but nothing of use. Also, there's a secret, and I still have yet to find that. So that's something important to note. And I believe if I try and, like, wait a second. Yeah. This is the exit. That doesn't help me. Then again, if I grab the BFG and all that and go down with the invulnerability, will I find like anything? Let's head over there, grab everything, and find out if there's like some secret or something I'm missing. Banzai! Okay, I killed everything. Now I have no way out, right? Well, this stinks. Yeah. I hate this trap too. Pretty much, you know, the best trap was probably that, just because it could be used strategically to kill enemies, and could be used to, lure things back and forth and whatnot, and, well, that's kind of what I just said. And it also was a bit of a hazard to try and dodge, and it had some level design value. But that's like the only one that was even relatively decent, and I even said I had my gripes with that one because going down it was pretty dull. And at the end, even waiting for like the cacodemons to die was dull. But yeah. You know, I understand this is supposed to be puzzles and let you think, but it just seems too punishing. It feels like if I don't do something correctly, it just makes it impossible for me to complete the level. Yeah, Doom isn't a game where you should end up in many impossible to win situations. If it's impossible to win, you should be killed. That's like the idea, is that you should never end up just stuck in a box or something like that where you can't get out. It should be some way where you're going to die or something like that to tell you that you messed up. You know, it should be some killing situation or something. Or generally not be a way that you can actually, like, Doom doesn't do it too often when you even die or whatnot. Usually it's, you know, they'll just kind of throw you somewhere else, or so there's a secret usually where there's somewhere that's like an end situation. So now for a stupid question, where is this bloody secret? And I hate secrets, because that means I have to look down this entire long corridor. Can we just kind of like... God. This is going to be fun. And now this is going to take forever to get down. All to get a secret. Because... Actually, no. There is no secrets. Look at that. My mistake. We actually get 100% completion if we just finish the level. Okay. If I finish the level, I basically mean do this. You have to head across. Now, you can't really aim down in Doom, but could you, like, do this? I mean, this is legit, right? It would bounce BFG projectiles down, I guess. So I'm assuming that you could do like that and it'd be legit. Whereby you blast at that wall and it kills everything down below, so that way you can say, I officially did it without abusing mouse lock. Because I don't think I could aim down like that, could I? And actually, no, that's actually a fair angle I could aim down at. So, maybe I actually was overthinking it. Maybe actually I could. Let's actually prove a point here and see if I can or not. This is going to be one of the rare times I'm actually going to show off what mouse look without it looks like. Now, I kind of like center my view here. I think that's pretty centered. This is as much as I tested last time. I usually test from like a start, but I'm too lazy to go through all this again. I just want to test this one area. Always mouse look. There we are. Now I can't look up and down, so it's like regular Doom. Well, that doesn't help me at all. And this is, of course, without extreme auto aim. Now that I died, I probably actually have a better angle. Okay, that's with auto aim at its lowest possible value. What if I turned auto aim back up to like the default value, which I assume is always? That way it's like this. So how would I kill him? I hate this imp already. How would I legitly kill this imp? Okay, I just took a screenshot. God, I hate this level. I hate all these levels right now. Because this is just terrible. Ah! Now I fell. Come on! I just want to be done. I hate this level. And it's such a stupid thing with mouse lock, but, well, I'm trying to show off how to actually do this. You gotta take out him first, then you can take out him. And that's how you do it. Basically, as long as they're like halfway from you or so, and you can still see them below you, even if you can't really like aim at it, due to the auto aim extremeness of the default game, it'd work. So we're going to turn that back down, we're going to turn mouse look back on, and we're going to do this properly. That way I can get out of this bloody game. Now mouse look. Let's see here, let's take these guys out. And yeah, they got pretty close to comfort. I actually was pretty bad at aiming there, but yeah, I'm done. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Okay, so opinions on that level and its sister level, which, like I said, I'm probably going to split apart because it is two different files, and I think it actually might be more appropriate to keep it as two, therefore. Yeah. What do I think? Well, it kind of stunk. It wasn't the most abysmal, not by a long shot, but it had some very bad frustrations in there. Specifically, like I said, with the whole end-all situation that wasn't really. Like, it had too many situations where it basically punished you for doing X instead of doing Y or something. Like look at the beginning of the first level. We went and we were exploring around. We found an area where there was a berserk packer, so we had no idea what was over there, and we got teleported into a trap with the red key area and had to fight our way out. Okay, we fought our way out and had a struggle, but then we were punished and couldn't get out of the room because we didn't go into another room first. That just doesn't sound fair to me. That's not plain fair. That's just wrong. Honestly, it should never be that because I didn't go into room X, I can't get into room Y. And that also kind of killed one of the most action battle areas of the map. Because the whole point of that really was to kind of fight all the different stuff in there. And then we kind of had just the Crusher kill everything for us. So, yeah, that kind of made it pointless. But, yeah, it was kind of neat in order to trigger everything. I don't even know really what triggered it. Was it switch that caused the Crusher? Was it the other one? I don't know. Honestly, whatever the circumstance, it really was just a pain in the butt. And then we had a lot of fun with various other things. Namely, like I said, that was really the big one for the first level, was that, and then we had with level 2 getting stuck. Well, actually, no, I think there were some other areas in level 1. I just do not recall them, but I remember there being like a second or third area where we had similar problems. And then we had, a level 2 where it started out normal and it had that alright corridor. So like I said, it's different and interesting in some ways, but it was pretty boring. It felt more dull than anything. And it led to just waiting for a bunch of cacodemons to be crushed. It could have been a novelty if there was more risk involved, but as it stood, it was just pretty dull. If you had made it like like a cyber demon fight or so, where you had to like deal with the Crusher, and it worked really well, or so that there was like ways that you could like avoid the cyber demon by like moving to like an edge wall, but you'd have to like risk splash damage to crush them. That might work a bit better. And instead, we have something where it's just some cacodemons slowly flowing out into a corridor, which really has like no risk to you whatsoever, and it just kind of feels kind of bland. Even with the Crusher killing you or whatnot, it's just kind of bland. And then we make it to the end of the level or whatnot, and yeah, those final 3 imps are a pain. They weren't fun to kill. They were annoying because they're down in the slime area, an area that is a pain to shoot at unless you really time it right. If you don't time it right, they're going to get too close, and there's no way that you can get down there, because if you go down there, you can't get back. In fact, this level also punishes you trying to get to that final switch, because it doesn't start lowering when you're on the platform. It starts lowering before you get to the platform, so you need to be basically moving forward at all time, because it's already going to be starting to lower and cause gaps between everything before you even get over there. So yeah, it's pretty unfair. Because, like I said, it gets, if there's a trap that's going to lower you down there and there's enemies to fight, it feels very, very unfair that there's no way out of there. If I'm able to get into a sticky situation and, it causes something like that, I should have at least something to get me out of there. That's what Doom always was about. You get into a bad situation or so, there's always a route out, no matter how bad it may seem. Except some certain situations and whatnot, which are exceptions to a rule that probably were overlooked or something like that. But generally, the rule was that if there was a slime pit or something, usually there was a way out. They wouldn't usually just throw you into slime pit and say, "Here you go." And that's kind of exactly what they did here. And I just do not like that design. It just makes things frustrating and unrewarding, because say we just killed everything and we save because we're like, oh okay, woo, we just had a hard battle, let's save here. Only to find out that, now we have to go back to the beginning because guess what? We saved after we kind of got stuck in an area. It just feels unfair. Like I said, Doom is not a game where you should have such a finality without it being like death. If you're not getting killed by something, you should have a way out. And all these situations were not instant death or anything. There was always like a safe area in there, and there's no way out. So yeah, I just do not like the finality of these situations, and feel it was a bit cruel because of it. Anyway, enough rambling. Um, it's been a pain in the butt to record these and a pain in the butt to play them because, like I said, they're a bit more on the annoying side. They aren't absolutely abysmal. They're more frustrating and dull, but luckily, A, they're short, and B, they're not, fully tedious. Like I said, there was the platform area that was pretty interesting, so there was that one little redemption area, and it overall was just pretty much streamlined shooting things, even if we did have some frustrating go this way, go that way. Once we actually learned the way, it could be pretty much streamlined shooting, go here, shooting, go here, shooting, go here. It was just learning what exactly would punish us for not going that way. I guess it's pretty much the equivalent of say if like like these linear Call of Duty games or something, it's that style or so where it basically forces you to go one direction or so. Except the fact of the matter is that if you go the wrong direction, instead of there not being a wrong direction, it basically just punishes you and prevents you from doing anything. So yeah, this level is basically a linear track with kind of forced areas if you go off the path that punish you. So yeah, this is a level that punishes you if you try and explore. So yeah. Anyway, I've been rambling for long enough. Thank you very much all for watching. I shall see you all next time. And of course, Doom is acting up. God. Of course. Of course. Okay, there we are. Thank you very much all for watching. I shall see you all next time.